Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you step by step how to start a medical blog. So basically what we are going to cover today is what is a medical blog, how to pick a niche and how to niche down, and why those things are important if you're just getting started. Next, I'm going to show you how to get a domain name and web hosting and why web hosting is important for your website. After that, we are going to install WordPress, and we are going to install both a free and premium WordPress theme. After that, we are going to make some changes that you absolutely have to make to your website so that it can start getting traffic. Then I'm going to show you how and why to start writing. After that, we're going to look at some different ways to make money with your website, and then why you need to share your content on social media in the very beginning. Finally, we will conclude our conversation with how many blog posts you need to write to start getting traffic and make the type of money you want to make. So be sure to check out the first 3 links in the description, as I will be referring to these links throughout this video. First things first, what is a medical blog? Now, a blog in medicine or the medical field is simply you creating content to answer questions and solve problems in the medical niche. Now, as you know, the medical niche is wide. It can be everything from like orthotics to back pain to, head trauma, PTSD. As you know, the medical niche is very, very broad. What I recommend that you do is focus on 1 or 2 niches within the medical field. For example, if we look at this website here, this is called kevinmd.com. While he focuses on a lot of different niches, I recommend that you focus on 1 or 2. For example, you could focus on dermatology. You could create an entire website on dermatology if that is your specialization. Obviously, COVID-19 is very popular right now. You could create content there. But what I recommend that you do as a brand new blog or website is to focus on 1 niche, 1 topic, and create lots of content. And one way to figure out a niche or a series of niches is you can find websites that are already out there and popular in ranking. You can copy them and then you can put them into a keyword research tool. Now, I mean copy the domain name and not copy the website. So we're going to paste this in and click on kevinmd.com, and this is going to let us know all of the different keywords that they're ranking for. If we click on organic keywords here, you're going to see that this website ranks for a ton of different keywords. For example, social history questions, which is surprising because it's an MD. How to succeed in medical school. That could be a very interesting blog or website if you just create content about things that they don't teach you or they don't tell you about medical school, or things that are in medical school that aren't important once you leave. If you created that type of content, you could build a loyal following and potentially get tons of viewers, and viewers means leads, sales, and more money. So that is picking a niche and niching down. Focus on 1 or 2 topics within your blog or website, and then you can start getting traffic. So next thing we want to do is we want to get web hosting. You need web hosting so that your website can be seen on the internet. What you're going to do is you're going to click the first link in the description, and you are going to work with a web hosting company. That web hosting company is going to host your web files called your website, and they're going to make your website available for the world to see. What you're going to do is when you click that first link, you'll actually get a domain name for free for the first year. And with that domain name, that's how people are going to refer to you. For example, kevinmd.com is the domain name. And when you click that first link, you'll get yours for free for the first year. And in fact, I'm actually going to show you step by step how to get your domain name and web hosting right now. It only takes less than 10 minutes, and it's really easy. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that step by step. When you click that link, you'll be taken to this website where you'll go ahead and click Get Started. What I recommend is to click the first one on the far left, the basic plan, if you're just getting started with a website. As you can see, there are a number of options, but click that, click Select, and then move on. Here you're going to create a domain name. If you have one in mind, you can type it in here like you see that I do. What I recommend is try and find a domain name that's going to be related to your niche. Now, what I do is I type in a domain name that I know is already taken. When it's taken, you're going to get this error. What you can then do is go back and try different domains. Now, make sure, again, you want to pick one that's related to your niche. Click Next, and then you're going to see a green box that says that it's approved. The next step is simply to go through and enter in your contact information. Make sure that when you scroll down here, make sure that you leave all of the settings on. But again, enter in your contact information, the settings right here where it says domain privacy, leave all of this checked. If you don't leave it checked, you're going to get people reaching out to you, spamming you, emailing you, trying to get you to sign up for web hosting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sign up and then jump back to you once I sign on and move to the next step. All right, so I've signed up and I'm going to go ahead and set up my website initially. Just create a simple username and password, make sure it meets the requirements there. and then move on. Make sure that you write it down too. Write it down in a safe spot so that you have it and you remember it, because it can be a pain to go ahead and get everything back. You're going to have to enter in like some vital information, but just make sure that you write it down. It's really easy and really simple. Now, one thing that I do want to note is that this part is not sped up at all. This is actual real time, and you can see that you'll go from absolutely nothing to a complete website in less than probably 10 minutes. And once you click submit, you're going to move on to the next step where you get to log in. Here is where you're actually going to start creating your WordPress website. Now, the great thing is Bluehost really does everything for you, and it's really simple. So again, I'm not speeding this up at all, and I want you to see what it really takes to create a website. Bluehost is going to do a little bit of work in the background for you, and we're just going to actually click on skip this step. This one, first one I clicked on start a blog, but for the next step, just click skip, because we know what we're doing, and I'm actually going to tell you what to do so that we can get up and running. Click get started right here on the left hand side, and then move on. Just click skip here and click skip here, and then just pick the first one in the far left. Make sure that you're picking a free theme, because they'll charge you. They have both free and premium themes, which I'll talk about in just a moment. So right now it's actually creating your WordPress website. In just a few moments, you're going to click on log in to WordPress on the right hand side there. You'll see it in just a second. And then we can actually start looking at some basic configurations. All right, so we click log in, and now we actually have a WordPress website. What may need to happen is you may need to click refresh a few times to get it to work, but now we have our website, as you can see. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to log in and delete a few plugins, because right now it has the coming soon. And so if someone tried to get to your website at this moment, it's going to say coming soon to them, even though we can see it. This is what your WordPress website looks like, but for everyone else outside of your network, it's going to say coming soon. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to plugins eventually, and we're going to delete some of the plugins that we don't need. Now, I talk a little bit about plugins later on, but plugins add additional features and functionality. We are going to deactivate the Bluehost as well as the other plugins that are already activated, and then we can go through and make the necessary changes, which I'll cover in just a moment. So we're going to deactivate them and then delete them. Now you want to make sure that you only have the plugins that you're using on your website. The more plugins you have, the slower your website's going to respond and function, and you're going to lose out on ranking. So make sure you have a lean setup, very few plugins, and then move on. As you can see right now, I'm just simply deleting some stuff that you don't need. If you want to, you could keep them, but obviously if you're just getting started, you don't need this other stuff. What's more important is the themes that we're going to talk about in just a moment, as well as getting writing. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete those, deactivate them, and then we're actually going to start moving on to settings, which you see right here. All right, so let's go ahead and make some changes that we absolutely have to make so that you can start getting traffic. The first thing you want to do is you want to change your site title. Your site title is going to be the title of your website. You can make this basically your domain name. For example, my domain name is Web Hosting Rewind, and you can see that's my site title. And then the tagline is basically what your website's all about in a very succinct manner. As you can see here, mine says, get the latest news and info on all things web hosting. What you want to do is make sure that yours is relevant to your niche. For example, if you are creating content about makeup, you can say, come here for the latest tips and tricks for all things makeup. Next, you want to make sure that your WordPress address is HTTPS and not HTTP. Make sure your site address is HTTPS as well. And then the administration email should automatically be set. Uncheck the membership so that anyone can register. Make sure that this is unchecked. If we scroll down here, you want to change your time zone to your time zone. There are all sorts of them here. Next, you want to make sure that you have your date format set to the way you want, and then go ahead and click save. If we go down to writing, there isn't anything in writing that we need to change. After that, we're going to go to reading. In reading, very important, you want to make sure that your homepage displays to your latest post. That's the first thing. And the second one is you want to make sure that your search engine visibility is unchecked. Do not check this. Discourage search engines from indexing this site. You do not want this, because if this is checked, people aren't going to be able to find your website, and everything that we do after this is going to be a waste. So go ahead and click save. This should be unchecked. Next, if we go down to discussion, there really isn't anything that we need to change here. Media, we can leave this as is, and then permalinks is going to be really important. Right now, your permalinks are set to plain. You want to change it to post name. This is done for search engine optimization. What's going to happen is when we create a new blog post, we are going to make it so that it's search engine optimized. We're going to use the keyword in our title, and that keyword is going to show up right here as well. And this is called search engine optimization. Make sure that it's set to post name, and then go ahead and click save. And really, that's everything that you need to do to make sure that you start getting traffic. So now that we've installed WordPress, we've installed a free theme. I'm going to show you how to install a premium theme in just a moment. We've made some changes to our website so that we can actually get some traffic. And let's go ahead and talk about that theme. Right now, you have a free theme that came with your WordPress website. That theme is boring, it's bland, and I would recommend not using it. What I recommend that you do is go out and get yourself a premium WordPress theme. This right here is an example of a premium WordPress theme. It is clean, it's inviting, and it gets people to click. The cool thing with this premium theme is it has additional features and functionalities, something that you might be interested in. For example, down here at the bottom, this subscribe right here is a premium WordPress feature not included in your free WordPress theme. And to get a premium WordPress theme, you're going to click the second link in the description, and it's going to take you to this website. When you go to this website, you can type in doctor or medical or anything related to your niche. Maybe your niche is dermatology. You can click that. And the cool thing is there's a bunch of themes that are going to pop up that are related to your niche. Now, if you have a doctor's office, if you already have a website, you can easily attach a blog or website to it. But if you don't, these themes will help you get up and running. So go through, find a theme that you like, and simply click on it, preview it. Once you do find one that you like, you are going to click this cart button, and you are going to add that theme to your cart. You're going to check out and buy that theme, and then once you have that theme, you are going to download a zip file to your computer. Once you download that zip file to your computer, you are going to unpack that zip file, and there will be a second zip file. We're going to take that second zip file, and we are going to install it into our WordPress website. And to do that, we are simply going to go to Appearance. We're going to click on Themes. When we click on Themes, we are going to click on Add New, and then we are going to click on Upload Theme. And then we're simply going to drag and drop that second zip file we just unpacked, and drag it and drop it right here where it says choose file. Another option is you can manually click and find it regardless of what you decide. Click on install now and then activate, and then you're going to have a brand new WordPress theme on your website. The next step, if we jump back over to our slide deck, is to start writing. Now I get 3 questions when it comes to writing. How long should my blog post be? How do I start writing? And how many blog posts should I write? Let's go ahead and take care of the first 2 right now. To start writing, you're simply going to go to Post, and you are going to click on Add New. When you click on Add New, this is going to create a new post. You should start your post title with the keywords that you found in the previous steps. For example, how to succeed in medical school. Maybe we want to create a post about that. We're simply going to copy this, and we are going to paste that in to the title of our blog post. And obviously you want to make sure that you clean this up so that it looks like a title. And what you'd want to do is on the first half of your blog post title is make it keyword optimized, make it keyword friendly. The second one, you may want to make it a little clickbaity to get your viewers, your audience to click. And we may say something like how to succeed in medical school, what they don't tell you, or they don't tell you this, or something like that. That's going to get people to click and buy. So that is how you start your blog post. Now, the question that I get again is how long should my blog post be? And this really is a difficult answer. The reason why it's a difficult answer because your blog post should only be as long as it needs to be to answer the question and solve the problem. To figure out how long your blog post needs to be, you are going to copy this, and you are going to go back over to Google and paste that in. When you paste that in, you're going to take a look at the blog posts that are already ranking. And what you're going to do here is you're simply going to copy this, and you're going to scroll down, and you're just going to count the words. Now, counting the words doesn't necessarily equate to ranking #1, meaning the more words you write, it doesn't necessarily guarantee you're going to rank top. But what you can do is you can do word counter, and this tells you that you only need to write about 1,500 to 2,000 words to start ranking for this keyword. And to help you write longer and faster, you can simply start with a 10-minute brainstorming session. This brainstorming session, we are going to start with who, what, when, where, why, and how. And what we're doing is we're asking ourselves these questions in relation to our keyword or keyword term. And again, this is going to actually help you write faster. So for example, we may say something like why they don't tell you about the amount of work required. Now, when you are brainstorming, it's important that you don't worry about spelling. It's more important that you get your ideas and your thoughts on paper or on computer than it is to spell words correctly, because the more time you dedicate to things that you can clean up later, the fewer ideas you're going to come up with. For example, we could say let's say how they keep important information from you. Okay, so what you want to do now is simply just go through, spend about 10 minutes asking yourself questions with relation to your keyword. After the 10 minutes is up, you are going to keep the ones that make sense and then delete the ones that don't make sense. So we're going to delete this, for example. It doesn't make any sense. The next step is to turn the ones that you keep into H2s. So now that we have H2s, we are simply we're going to fix the spelling, and then we are going to answer the questions. We could say something like, and this is going to be different for every question, obviously, they don't want you to know about X because it will have you thinking about basket weaving, we'll say, instead of saving lives. All right, so this is just an example. Obviously, you're going to add credible and relevant information, and you are going to basically just continue to write until you solve the question. Now, it's key when it comes to blogging that your blog post is as long as it needs to be. You will not receive extra credit or extra points for making your blog post unnecessarily long. Google hates when people add in fluff, and they actually will make your website suffer for it. So make your blog post only as long as it needs to be. Once you are done there, you are simply going to click on submit or publish, and your website is going to be available for the world to read and react to. After that, we need to look at different ways to make money. There are tons of ways to make money with your website. Let's go ahead and talk about a few of those right now. The easiest way to make money with your website, and it doesn't look like they're actually doing it, is simply by placing ads. Okay, right here is an ad. And the way that this works is if someone clicks on this right here, the owner of kevinmd.com will get paid, will make some money. There are a number of ad agencies out there, but I recommend that you start with Google AdSense because they take everybody. The cool thing with Google AdSense is when you click Get Started and you walk through the steps, they will automatically place ads right on your website. The only drawback to Google AdSense is that they don't pay very much. You are not going to make very much money with this ad network. You are going to make pennies on the dollar. What you can do, though, is once you start getting significant traffic, you can work with other ad agencies that are going to pay you a significantly higher amount. You could work with Mediavine.net, Zoic, AdThrive. There's a number of them out there. Once you start getting significant traffic, start looking into that. But until then, you can make money other ways. One way that you can make money is simply with affiliate marketing. Now, with affiliate marketing, it is recommending or selling other people's products and services. For example, you will find a company or a product that is in line or congruent with whatever it is that you're talking about, and you will simply add affiliate links into your blog post and you can make money. The great thing with affiliate marketing is there are tons of affiliate programs out there, and if you click the third link in the description, you can take a free training to learn affiliate marketing for free, step by step. After affiliate marketing, you can sell your own digital and physical products. Maybe you have a book out, maybe you have a course on some medical procedure. You can actually sell that right through your blog or website and make money that way. Now, selling physical and digital products is outside the scope of this video, but that's an opportunity for you as well. And you can also start email marketing. As you can see down here, this website, kevinmd.com, has an opportunity for you to join their email list. Now, the reason why you want to look at email marketing is simply it helps you make even more money because you can send people back to your blog or your website once you upload a new blog post, and you can add affiliate links to your blog or website. You can also make money with these ads right here if someone clicks on your ad. So doing email marketing can make you even more money simply by sending out emails. And then if we jump back over to our slide deck, you want to share your content on social media. And the reason being is When you first submit a blog or a website, you are put in what's called a Google sandbox. They are comparing your content to the content that is already in the market. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you are speeding up that process. And the best way to do that is to share your content on social media. You can share it in relevant Reddit subreddits. You can share it in Facebook groups. You can create your own Facebook group. There's a number of places that you can share your content as long as the people you share your content with are interested in your content. It would not make any sense for you to share your medical dermatology information to people that are interested in underwater basket weaving. Those people aren't going to click and read. It'll be a waste of your time. And then finally, how many blog posts should you write before you decide if this is for you? In my opinion, I think you should write at least 50 blog posts. Now, 50 blog posts may feel like a lot, but you want to write 50 blog posts to show that you have domain authority and expertise in your niche. If you can create 50 blog posts in dermatology, that is going to be much better than people that stop at 10, 15, or even 25. So write every day for 50 days or every other day for 100 days, and you are going to see some results. Finally, be sure to click the 3 links in the description as they are designed to help you get up and running fast. The first link is to web hosting. The second link is to a premium WordPress theme. And then the third link is for a free affiliate marketing course. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified when I upload my next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.